Good evening and welcome to Options Center. Thanks for joining us here. If you are new, please go down to that bottom right hand corner, hit that Options Center logo and subscribe. We have lots of good information to put out there for you. I like to do these videos very often since we've been getting a lot of support and trying to grow this channel. So please hit that like button. That really helps make that happen. So we're going to go ES on multiple time frames, and then we're going to check out some VIX, maybe a little NQ or QQQ, something like that. We'll add in a little something else, but let's go ahead and jump into it. All right, my friends, we have ES on the monthly time frame. After a 5-wave sequence, we are either looking for this to be in the bullish realm, to be a ending diagonal, perhaps. But what I think, we're in a bearish lower highs, lower lows, and we continue to the downside, and we've completed our move. Next target that we're looking for, 3,500 to 3,200. I stick with that. That's my game plan. Let's move down to the weekly. All right, and on that weekly time frame, we had that ascending triangle. We broke down from it, making lower highs and lower lows. Now we broke out from this trend line here, and we're having trouble with this resistance area. As you can see, we had a touch here, touch. Lots of support and resistance. And so that's going to be a tough area to get over. It's also coinciding with the 100-week moving average. So you got to deal with that. As far as the indicators go, we're starting to, we're facing to the upside. We're facing bullish. I do have a trend line here that we have to watch out. And around this neutral area, it does act not perfectly. It doesn't have to, you know, it's not, it can act as some sort of top or resistance. If we just keep going straight through, I mean, then so be it. But that's just something to look out for. A little caveat on that daily. Daily trend is our friend, and I took out the, because I don't want it to confuse myself, nor do I want it to confuse anybody else, that downtrend line. Sure, we may have gotten a breakout, but it's possible that we had a large move, and all we're doing is correcting that move specifically, either in time to the side or in price. And we have all the check marks to say that this move is complete. What we're looking for, if this is a wave 2, we're looking for a 5-3-5 zigzag, and that would make this a 1-2, 1-2. There's other ways to count it as well. You could have your A, B, but right now we're going to keep it simple. 1-2, 1-2. We're at resistance. When we go to the lower time frame, we'll show you exactly how we're counting this. Going down to the 65. All right, so we had this sharp move down after a large move up, and now we are having a second move up. We cleared that high. That was our last hurdle to complete necessarily any move to the upside. Can be, I'm saying this wrong, we can reverse at any point now that we completed this top up here. So we're back below it. You can consider that a fake break. That's pretty bearish. We are looking kind of bearish on the after hours right now, but we'll have to see what the overnight brings, especially with China opening around 3 a.m. And we had this large move the last few days, and it looks to be over, and an impulsive move down, and you saw a little back test there as well, but you had an impulsive move down, and you know, we could be flagging for a continuation, or we could have had a move down. But what we're really looking for is the characteristic. We said this in yesterday's video. The characteristic here, you have a 5-wave move here, so that's completed some sort of series. Now, did it complete the entire series and we head lower? That is possible, and that's actually what I'm looking at. Or is this just the first wave 3 of many more. I believe 3 more, and this is just completing that first wave 4, the smaller one, and then we continue to wave 5, and then we pull back for a higher degree wave 4 that should come back around this area as well, and then go up for one last one. So that would be the real bullish scenario, and that would kind of say to us, hey, you got to look at this market being much more bullish than just a little correction. Each time that we're making these 5-wave series, I mean, you have to think bullish. But if we go over to the Elliott wave, I have this counted as a 1 2 1 2 1 2. So 3 degrees here, and then this first degree is 1 2 3 4 5. So that's for wave 3 4 5 for the next series, and then 3 4 5 to end this entire series here. So that's how we'd count it right now if this is over. Now, this still works if this this 4160 or 55 area, it's kind of a zone, if this holds at this point and doesn't come back any further, if it holds, in other words, over this wave 4 here, then what I think might be happening is a grind up for a ending diagonal to end off this series here. So you'll have a wave 1 2 3 4, and then a 1 2 3 4 5, and probably take out this this gap from way back, and then complete this. That's all in the same count here. Okay, so it really depends on how low we get here. Now, if we actually pierce through that wave 4, but we're coming back to the 38 or the 4, just say 40% retracement. Now, that could possibly mean that we have to count this different, and that this is a 1 2 1 2 1 2 3 4 back to the 40%, 5 for a higher price move, and then another 4 5 and a 4 5 higher before this whole sequence has ended. And then we'll probably, at that point, we'll come back for another wave 2. And I hope this isn't confusing. What I'm basically saying is this we have to look at the character of this move. We start breaking down under this 40% move, and I think it's really unlikely that we have any more bullish moves after that. But we'll look at that when it comes, because this might be another wave 1 2 down here. It's just some things we'll have to constantly look at and see if levels hold. But let's go over to the VIX so we can see what's happening there. Maybe we'll go to the daily. And this is the VIX the futures. So you can use either one. I actually use them both. You have this huge triangle and also a falling wedge into support. We got back to support again after making a new low, but we're having trouble. We're back over that triangle, but we're having trouble with this 8 EMA. So that's something we'll have to look out for if we get continuation here. But there's not a whole lot lower you can go in this wedge without falling out of the wedge. We fall out of the wedge and we have something else in store. And like I said, we're probably going to go for that ending diagonal, make new highs scenario if that's the case. And here's the regular VIX. Same kind of view. All right, no difference. Back in the triangle. Nice big move, but we need some continuation if that's a reversal candle. Okay. What else? You want to check out NQ? It's the NASDAQ futures. All right. Well, that's a bunch of lines there. Let's move over to a board for the daily time frame. All right. Trend is our friend. Here's what we noticed on this board. Making lower highs, lower lows. But this move here, we're looking at as being an A, B, impulsive wave, C, move up. Okay? That's it looks very complete. We're right back at these geometric lines here. It makes perfect sense, but we're still over the uptrend. So we're still in the uptrend. We're still over this trend line. We're way over the 80 EMA, so we at least need to cool off pretty soon here. And I think we'll probably be doing that now. And we have this tail candle. So this tail candle is a reversal sign. It's not confirmed. We're not getting that confirmation until we break underneath. So we're just starting off the night right next to it, and we'll just have to see where we go overnight. We had Apple, Amazon, Google all missing some sort of metric, and I know that Apple was coming back and it's like even or green now, but those matter, but not much compared to the data that's coming out tomorrow morning. You have the employment situation, and so that's much more important. Earnings, they're kind of a blip right now. It's really the macro that's controlling things that are catalysts. And with the Fed, saying they're continuing on holding rates, then we have to keep looking at the data. And it, honestly, to me, I'm not trying to interpret it. I just look at the charts. It's how the market takes it. Whether it's good news, bad news is good news is bad. It doesn't matter to me. Any news, and it's just a catalyst, and we watch to see what price action does from the market. That's all that matters. Okay, we'll jump over to RTY. Give it a glance. RTY hit its 100% today. Let me change boards here. Hit its 100% from this bottom to top. So this is an A, B, C is how we're looking at it. And this move, we made 100% equal move, and so that's a pretty common area to reverse from. So it's possible. This looks like it's going a little stronger overnight, but it's possible that this that's complete. YM's just kind of doing its own thing. It's trapped in a triangle, waiting to make a decision. I can use this board. It's right at the point of control. This is a volume shelf. It's been here for some time now, and trying to make a decision yesterday, did not break over that triangle, didn't close over it, so we're right here in the same spot. All right, and this can be a 1-2, 1-2 setup to go lower. That would be perfectly fine. Or that this is a triangle, wave 4, that you have your 1, 2, 3. This is a wave 4 and wave 5 to complete to the upside, and would look for another objective short up there. Okay, I think that's just about it. We have the Dixie, so we got to keep an eye on the dollar. It had a much better close than it typically does. This thing has been just hammered down and just waiting on a catalyst, but you see most of these candles are choppy and small. We at least had some life off the bottom here, and it looks kind of like the VIX where it stopped at the 80 EMA, and it's a given because of the data that's coming out tomorrow. And then coming up soon, I'll have to look it up, but I'm sure there's going to be a big wait for CPI as well coming up, but I think it's the 12th. But I'll have to double check that. Okay, so that's all. I'm just rambling on now. Once again, thanks for all of the support, and I appreciate you visiting my channel, and I hope this information helps, and I am looking for more downside very soon. All right, thanks for joining us here at Option Center. Have a wonderful day.